It's Simon from Parkers. It's been a very busy market over the last 9 months now since they announced the stamp duty relaxation back in July of last year. I've been doing estate agency now for 20 years and I've never experienced a market like it, certainly at the back end of last year and even to a degree the beginning of this year as well. But whilst there's been lots of activity, lots of people saving money over stamp duty, it's still been quite difficult for first-time buyers. Mortgage lenders last year were still very stringent as to who they were willing to lend to. Even if you had a 10% deposit, there were only handfuls of mortgage lenders that were willing to lend to first-time buyers. But the last announcement they've made, where they've extended the stamp duty further now to the end of June, which is great news again for the housing market, but even more so, the government are now backing mortgages for first-time buyers. So even if you've only got a 5% deposit now, there are options available. Even today, while filming this, yesterday, Accord have announced the first 95% loan-to-value mortgage, which is great news for first-time buyers. But it's still difficult for first-time buyers, even if you can get the mortgage, where the market is actually quite buoyant at the moment. Trying to secure a property is not easy. So what we want to do at Parkers is almost trying to create a one-stop shop, a first-time buyer hub to help you. We are in a very busy market. It's difficult trying to speak to solicitors. Mortgage brokers are incredibly busy. Estate agents are incredibly busy. So we understand it's difficult for first-time buyers who've never done this before, and they need someone to hold their hand. You have a lot more questions, and we want to ensure that we've got all the answers for you. So what we want to do basically is, initially as a first-time buyer, you need to arrange your mortgage. So we have a designated first-time buyer specialist that has access to all the mortgages, 95%, 90%, or even if you've got a bigger deposit, they can give you and assess you to provide you with illustrations and quotations for a mortgage basically, but have the time to sit down with you and go through any questions that you may have. Once you've obviously done that, you then need to find a property, the fun part. Again, a lot of properties are selling quite quickly at the moment, but we're going to have a designated person in each of our Parkers offices. So as a first-time buyer, if you want to sit down with someone and you want to be able to go through your criteria so they can match properties to you and give you the time to be able to take you out and go and view a few properties, we will give you the time to do so. We're fortunate where we're market leaders in all of our offices. We've got a large market share of starter homes, 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms houses, and also flats as well. So obviously if your affordability goes and you can afford even bigger homes, then as I said, we've got a really good selection of all sorts of properties that we'd be delighted to help you with and give you the time basically to have a look around without all the sales patter. Lastly, once you've actually agreed a purchase, you'll need a solicitor. Solicitors, like everyone else within the property industry at the moment, are very stretched with their resources at the moment. There are very few people that have got the time to be able to sit down and answer all of your questions, etc. So we have teamed up again with a local solicitor. If you've got any questions whatsoever, they will sit down with you or talk with you on the telephone and have a conversation with you about any questions that you've got during the process. If obviously I appreciate you've never bought a property before if you are a first-time buyer, but if you talk to your parents or anyone that has had an experience of buying a property, being able to talk to your solicitor is not necessarily easy. So we've actually got someone that you can pick up the phone, have a conversation with, ask any questions whatsoever. If you want to use them, great, they can provide you with an illustration to do so. But we've created a hub for you basically as first-time buyers, where we have got someone in each section basically of your process of buying a house that can give you the time that you need and the assistance that you need and answer any questions that you've got, literally from the start of arranging your mortgage to finding a property to then having a solicitor to see through the whole process. So we'll be delighted to help you. We've got lots of properties we'd like to show you. If you'd like to get in touch with us, just reach out to any of our local Parkers offices. We'll be delighted to help you. Thanks for watching.